With a few hours to kill before the performance, we decided to check out another side of Havana. Carlos once told us that ballet was like the Cuban national sport, so in order to prove his theory, we went to talk to the man on the street.
This is Roberto, and for the price of a haircut, he's agreed to answer some of our questions and give me a new look.
Like a little bit here.
Yeah, a little bit. Some off all over.
Okay. Yes.
Can I ask Roberto a question? Roberto,
Yes.
on a scale of 1 to 10, how important would you say that ballet is in Cuba as an art form?
Yo creo que cada uno un día el ballet. Bueno, también en Cuba hay una situación que el ballet, como te estaba diciendo, se ha arraigado tanto ya en la población, porque ha sido que las noticias, se siguen las noticias de los bailarines cubanos que están en el exterior. Por ejemplo, cuando Carlos Acosta llegó al Royal, todo lo que hizo Manon, creo que Manon.
I don't suppose by any miracle he's going to ballet this week.
No podido. No ha sido fácil conseguir entrada.
He says it was too difficult to get the tickets. He wants to go, but too difficult to get the tickets.
Desde que está anunciado que venía el ballet, ya casi están las personas haciendo cola para... Yo creo que si el Royal Ballet hace una función en el estadio de pelota latinoamericano, se llena.
Ay, qué bueno.
Puede estar seguro que se llena más que el Capitolio y que el Teatro Madero.
You're perfect. We found Roberto completely by chance, but if he in any way represents the cultural knowledge of the average Cuban, then I'm very impressed.
Ballet's so popular here that people sometimes queue for weeks to see it. Tickets have just gone on sale for the Manon performances at the end of the week. The box office is supposed to be around here somewhere, but it's a little bit chaotic. Claudia, our trusty interpreter, makes inquiries.
Don't quite know what's going on here. And, can you hear me? It's a little bit crazy.
There is a list because they was here yesterday, and they make a list of the people
That were here waiting yesterday.
who were here waiting. So the line organized themselves,
Okay.
make a list, and they are arranging the list now.
We need to find out why these people want to see the Royal Ballet.
No, porque se hablaba mucho de él aquí. Se hablaba bastante de él.
Eso es cultura. Alegra a la persona. Es muy divertido.
20 pesos? Is that expensive?
For what they're going to see is not expensive.
Wow.
Yeah.
They really want to see this ballet, don't they?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Ballet tickets aren't the only things that are hard to come by. Food is rationed in Cuba, and there are very few places to buy it. This is where the locals get theirs.
So this is a typical Cuban market.
Very typical, very clean.
Is that the vegetable you were talking about?
This is okay.
Aquí no se puede filmar, mi hermano.
No, y tengo una autorización de la prensa.
Pero no.
Mira.
No es autorización, no, mira, aquí para filmar aquí. Venga, venga para acá. Vamos a conversar. Usted es la que viene al frente de él.
Sí.
Do you want to come with you, Claudia?
This is a market that belongs... Ya terminamos de filmar.
Ya, pues, entonces...
Vamos a salir, sí.
La cámara no puede estar allá.
Vamos a salir ya. Let's go out.
Okay.
You do what I said to do before.
Yeah.
Shoot right now.
What's the problem, Claudia? Tell me.
This is a market that belongs to the militaries.
Oh, it's a military market.
Yes. So to shoot here, you need to have an authorization from the militaries. A special authorization from them.
So we don't have that?
No, of course not.
This is real Cuba. Real people buying food. And we've been thrown out, which is very strange. That's the first time we've been... It feels slightly threatening, really. Our military don't have their own fruit and vegetable markets.
I don't know how it works.
For a dancer, missing any performance through illness or injury is heartbreaking. Since swine flu broke out in the Royal Ballet, the infected dancers have been confined to their rooms, unable to rehearse.
Apparently the dancers have moved out of their quarantine, their hotel rooms, because they were going crazy, just being locked in there, not allowed out, not allowed to see anybody. And now they've all been put together in a house quite near the hotel, but no one will give us any information. So we're still not sure exactly where this house is, but we know it's down the street, one of their government houses. Billy, this is it, right here. They're coming over.
We're too late. Just as we arrive, the dancers leave for the airport. Well enough to travel, but not to dance. Life in Cuba is undoubtedly hard. But despite this, Cubans appear to have an irrepressible spirit. And nowhere is this more evident than in their passion for the arts and culture. Tonight, Carlos will lead the Royal Ballet in Havana. To bring a major international dance company to Cuba makes no financial sense. But for Carlos, this was never about the money. It was the opportunity to show the Cuban people why he had to leave, what he's learned, and why the sacrifice of leaving his country was ultimately worth it.
It's the opening night for the Royal Ballet in Old Havana. At the Gran Teatro, the audience is arriving.
Outside, on the steps of the Capitolio building, thousands more Cubans are gathering for the live relay direct from the theatre.
Backstage, the cast and crew are making their final preparations, doing whatever it takes to be ready.
This is the biggest night of the cultural year, and distinguished guests are arriving. Cuban prima ballerina Alicia Alonso is the guest of honor. She's a remarkable woman. Despite being virtually blind since the age of 21, she danced on into her 60s, using a system of ropes to stop her falling off the edge of the stage, and some very reliable partners. To this day, she continues to direct the company that she created at the request of Fidel Castro 50 years ago, the National Ballet of Cuba.
Good evening, Monica. Please enjoy the performance.
Good evening, Billy.
Are you ready? Are you excited?
I can think of lots of different words.
Any last words?
Let there be light, I think. Hey, Simon.
It's all about the generation.
Yes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this performance by the Royal Ballet.